2, 1, let's go. Let me know if you can hear the game perfectly. You can hear? Okay.
It's showtime, girls.
Hey Lena, thank you for the host. No problemo. um, it has been a very exciting afternoon until the very end. Am I going to beat Bagworm? That's the question. Can I be faster than 3 minutes, 22 seconds, and 22 minutes and 28 seconds? That's a really good question. Did I get it? That's another good question. Can I get it? That's another good question. So, excuse me in advance, people, or even if it's just Lena, for the quality of the video, because it has been an offline run recorded. So whatever happened, I recorded it. So it was already at a very weird resolution, weird quality. So now it's a stream. It's a stream about well, it's an online recording of an offline recording of some sort. Will you get triple death striked in under 0.2 seconds? That's a good question. That's a good question. Okay. So it's a potato. Yeah. It's a potato. It is. Well, it's not really a potato. I just tend to stream at a very much lower quality that I can for the sake of being able to run, because remember my connection is like 2.7 megabit rate. No, no. 7 no. Yeah, 0.7 mega upload. So I try to lower the quality at the maximum to ensure some sort of smooth content, even though it's hard to do it.
Where's the imposter?
So for an intro, my first battle, as you could see, was very good because crits and some stuff going around. Though something will happen here that will have a little bit of an effect throughout the early game, is that I couldn't steal logos. So what I tried was to steal Ormi, but I couldn't steal Ormi. So I ended up stealing nobody. But that means I went a little bit faster than usual.
But it won't be yours for long, loves.
So thing is, I had like 2 minutes spare to kill LeBlanc. Most likely.
It was nice knowing you.
So I was a little bit worried because I didn't get the quick cycle on LeBlanc. So... But you can already see it coming. The first split will be...
Riku.
First split... sub 9 minutes. So I'm already on PB pace as for the first split. So that means I have more time for the monsters. And things went quite spicy at this very moment.
Shinra's in our bed. He's a real whiz kid.
So first try, a null. Got the right pod. No, that was Gecko, and this is a null. So that's a 1-1 for the monsters. That's a 1-1 for the monsters.
He really has improved quite a bit. He told me that he practiced just so that he
Yeah,
could talk with me more.
as you say. Wow. Bonsai, bonsai! It's a really weird feeling to watch back a run you did earlier on without having to actually play. I just have my phone in my hand to check things here and there.
Sacred Mount Gaga. When the faith disappeared, revealing. Hey, the rocks are floating.
Don't tell me we gotta climb up that thing.
No worries. I'll take you to the top.
Oh, we're not.
Let's find. Think this might. Who's there?
So here, the plan was to steal like everything, and I ended up just stealing Ormi's gauntlets. So I was like, fuck, I won't have enough money to sustain all the stuff I need.
And this is the thing.
So I was like, do I want to continue or not? Then I was like,
Think she is.
right, okay.
She.
I'm having my sub 9 minutes, and I'm just gonna try my luck going through Gagazet to see what's coming up. And I was really confident. I was like, nothing bad could happen, and that happened. That was like the very first moment I was okay. I have an incredible pace to get on with, and first encounter on the very first screen.
You look a tad flat.
You would have instant reset right there. Well, I would have probably as well if I didn't have my sub 9 intro and my 1-1 monsters. That's for sure.
Sorry, boss.
So I had my very first encounter on the very first screen, and I was like, right, okay, didn't get any encounter on the second and third screen. Maybe Half Moon will get me a second encounter. I was proceeding, and I was there. I was like, right, second encounter, even if it's a preemptive. I fucked up with Riku. I attacked instead of escape, so that was some seconds, and I was like, okay, that's the second encounter. I'm almost at the end of the zone. Nothing can happen, and encounter. So whatever happens to this run, it's still a 3 encounter mount gag, is it? Which is quite unlucky, to say the least. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna still try to go for a sub 20, because getting a sub 9 with a 1-1 monster with almost late zones encounter, I'm like, I think I get it. I can get it. Though that might be a little bit of a butt clench to get it, because my best splits that I had was a sub 20, so that could still be something to achieve. But I was there and I was like, right, okay, a minute and 30 to get on top, to fight Boris, to get through the text boxes. Maybe not. So I went to the first boss to see how things were going. And right there I was like, oh, a minute? Nah. Sub 20, not possible. But not that far. So still the problem of Riku being in the way of Gecko, so she can't jump for shit, run for shit.
It's obvious. Perfect.
And the second split is about to happen. Right there. Minus a minute and 47. And I was like, okay, the run is launched. I can do probably everything up from there. Oh, and I also try to be on point for every cutscene skip. I tried. So here is the sort of moment of truth, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how bad my guild settlement is. And I was like, oh, not that many things to sell. Though, that's what I did. I sold everything, but not the budget grenades. And I was like, well, that might be enough for 4 wristbands instead of 5. I was like 400 gil short, which meant if I had the tiara or logos, one of the first fights still, I could have been able to afford everything. But I kept on with it. I was like, well, okay, if I'm missing a wristband,
Think it's worth it?
then it's
not
probably
very
gonna be
exciting.
Riku missing it, because she won't be useful for the entirety of the game right when Kilika ends.
Going.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna lose time anyway, so I would rather focus on my monster stats to ensure they get what they have to get, and whatever happens will happen. Yeah, you get one from chapter 1 complete, but when you have the 5 wristbands, you can actually just unequip one of the Riku's wristbands, and you're perfectly okay, because the ones you need for the second Machina, you get them into Bevel Undergrounds, so you don't have to unequip Riku a second time. And I was like, okay, Calmlands is about to happen. I'm gonna have a serious amount of encounter. I almost didn't touch my joystick except once, right there. Or twice, maybe, to just have the right direction. And it was like, oh, wow. 0 encounter Calmlands. That's the best I could get. I could still get the charm bangle thanks to the normal setup. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna take those 4 wristbands if I can have 4 of them, and I could have 4 of them. So I just had to equip Pain with the regular charm bangle, Gecko with the wristband and the muscle belt, as always. Riku, nope. Then 2 wristbands for null, and then the remaining wristband on Riku. And I board, and boom. Minus 154. And at this very moment, I was like, whatever happened to Zonikind and Besaid or Kilika and Musicians, I'm gonna get that run done until the very end. Because I think I can get something out of that run. Yeah, I could have done that.
This is where we
I
say
would have probably
I wanted to
I
keep
would have probably gained a little bit more of a time to let the charm bangle on Riku. Because, yeah, she would have been switched. So. But I just went with muscle memory, so that's something I didn't think about. But if I do go for 4 wristbands runs, always, every time, then it might be something I would consider. Yeah. Less menu.
You've changed.
It's good to
I'm honored.
why are
Ah, yes. I've been helping Sid with his work.
Which make me think about what I was trying to search. I'm gonna try and compare the wristband
People come
with...
I can but this is a place.
I nothing.
If you
with... Why did I want it to compare? Oh, the muscle bit. If it happens again, yeah, then charming or Riku would probably be the only time save you could get. Yeah. That would probably be it.
Taro, Hana, you ready?
Though, would I have to run again after this run?
Come on, it's key.
I don't know.
All right.
You should just wait for the end to know if I'm gonna run it soon or not. I'm still the so wristband
Which way?
gives strength plus 10. So what about the muscle belt? Strength plus 10, defense plus 10. Mm-hmm.
Dear
Yeah, that's
me,
why we gave the muscle belt
this is Hana.
to Gecko,
And this is
or his
Taro.
weak defense stat. Okay, I
Nice
get it.
to meet you, Lady
So yeah,
Hana.
whatever
What are
happens,
you doing here?
the muscle
There
belt
are
goes to
fiends around.
Gecko. Or it could be to Annoy. That's probably a thing.
Uh-huh. That's right. We're
Do you do this offline?
Guardians.
And this is a restream.
Guardians. You here on some kind of treasure hunt?
So
Yeah, I think it's in the title. It's an offline recorded thingy. So normally I wouldn't have the webcam.
Kill for that.
So if I do that, this is the entire game footage that I was using this afternoon. So I was woofy, but I just enabled the cam to get the interaction up. So yeah, this is an offline run, restreamed, because this run was, and will be very interesting for the future. So
Come in.
we will see.
Oh, hey. Nah, it's just that I.
But hey, Chris. Oh yeah, by the way, Chris, I saw you would put your participation
Timon?
for the FF Relay 3. And yeah, what Lina is saying that is there is another spreadsheet with all the games and the possible categories for each one of them, and you have to type Y or N according what you can do and what you can't do. So I went for FF1. I said that I could run the GBA and I could learn the PSX version with the emulator. What did I do? I did FF10 too. Like, I can run it on PS3, PS2, and I can buy the PC version to run it if needed. I went for 13.2 as well. PS3, PC, and or Xbox 360 if needed. For FF13, I'm still on a no, but I still registered myself for the PS3 and Xbox category, because if I can succeed in PS3, even if it's a no competitive time, I can still do it on Xbox because I have the copy. So it will be a disc change run. And I could possibly try and offline learn either FF2 or if I get a PS4 by then, which is not likely to happen, I could try and hope for World of Final Fantasy, but nah, this is not likely to happen. If you apply for Type 0, you have a very, and trust me, it will be the same as for FF3 and 2, a very high chance, a very high probability that you will be chosen to run into a team if you go for Type 0, for example. Because from what I'm seeing, FF1, 13, 13.2 and 10.2 are the most solicited games. Chris, the last relays, as I should say, because the first relay didn't have any remastered version, were PS2. So maybe it could be an innovation in the support. That how it was for FF1. I think the first relay for FF1 was the Famicom version with the stairs to get up and down until you credit warp. And then last year, well, this year, it was the GBA version because Nikki, Rory, Karul, Jair, and I were running it almost actively, so I would just need to get back at it. So, as for FF13, it has been the PS3 because Mr. Zwanzig isn't going onto PC, so Lude went back onto PS3. Oh, by the way, talking about Lude, he's running FF13 as of tonight, and he's onto world record pace by a good 3 minutes. Insane. So keep an eye on my stream and his. That should be something to actually look forward.
So we fight.
If you want the treasure,
I don't think Type 0 would be... Type O would be taken out. That would probably be World of Final Fantasy or FF15.
yes, good. Okay. So
Because
now
if
tell
it's in
me,
March or
what is the
April,
meaning of life?
that would mean December, January, February, and March for learning FF15. 4 months to route it and optimize it might be a little bit of a mess. Though World of Final Fantasy will get a little bit more time to get routed and optimized, so that wouldn't be something too bad to do.
What are you doing?
Yep, Lute is the world record holder, and he's actually currently beating his time for now, thanks to an incredible Chapter 9. So, if you can keep an eye on 2 streams, mine and his.
Okay, thanks for coming. And
Yep,
remember,
Typo didn't make it
Xanarchy
on the last relay.
waiting.
It was Mystic Quest and Tactics, which are now replaced with Typo and Typo, World of Final Fantasy,
Apparently so.
and FF15.
The sphere of
And if
Silverfinder
there
indicates
are
there should
many
still be a
people,
sphere nearby.
Oh.
there might be a possibility to have 3 teams instead of 2. So we will see how how many people get in there. I know some people and I myself proposed to put FF14 as to set a certain number of dungeons and beat them as fast as possible to get on the relay, but this is not highly possible. Then it would be something considered, so very outside chance though, yeah, but as of right now for the submissions, except FF2, 3, and probably 15 and Type O, there might be enough people to actually do 3 teams, so that would be something. So the boss, this boss, it went a bit sketchy because I really gambled for sometimes. I made the choice to actually remain on 5 stars with a powerless Riku, because to remind a bit, Riku doesn't have the wristband. I only could afford 4 of them, so a gain time for Calmlands, which had 0 encounters, but a power loss for the rest of chapter 1. Well, 7 says a lot of things, though originally it's Maelstrom, Sereth who are planning the things, then Mr. Zwans with Rory Extra Life, then Mr. Zwanzing and 7 are here to coordinate a bit with all the community, so
Can't hurt to take it with us. I can't believe how much this place has changed.
you would prefer a revolver. Hi, Creepy? Where is Creepy? No, there's no Creepy over there. So, end of Zonican, minus 159. Isn't that interesting? Oh, Lurkin. Nice, see? Calling out lurkers. Wow. So 2016. So, here, Besaid. That was my hugest hope for the run. I was like, okay, my PB has like a 6th or a 7th try code. I can't get worse than that. Just wait and see for the code I got. It was so obvious that I didn't think about it.
Welcome back.
Wow, Lena, you didn't disable that thing?
Kimari said he was on Mount Gagazet.
A 12th attempt? So that means that out of the 10 possibilities, you fucked up twice. Is that what you said? Well, I was delaying FF102 PC run up until now. So now the relay is on.
Since you've come
I might probably get myself in for practicing the 3 versions, because PS3 is basically PS4 but a bit slower. So we will see. Maybe you might see myself going through PC 80% somewhere after Christmas. Why not? Yeah, everyone is on PC, PS2 at the moment. Except myself, who's still working on PS3.
Good morning.
I mean, for the relay, if I can just make it again onto FF1, I would be more than happy, because I like this game. It's the one who got me a bit more of a recognition amongst the Final Fantasy speedrun community. So I wouldn't have been where I am without it, so... Oh, watch out, Chris. Watch out for me going onto PC and wrecking your time first try. Not kidding. I would have to actually struggle a bit with the PC controls. Even though I can just like buy another Xbox controller or make the one I have, the Xbox 360 controller, work onto my computer with the drivers. Could be a possibility. I could race you anytime. By the way, nah, I'm not better than you. By the way, did you get the FF102 PS2 version? So I can start running it back. Yeah, definitely. You could beat me fair and square, that I wouldn't have anything to say. Okay, wow. I'm still waiting for Rory to get some time to send me a 12 copy. I should probably look into the PS1, FF1 as well. So the code, it's a 4 something 5-4. I mean, now I know the code. It's so obvious that I didn't think about it up until the 7th or 6th try. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, please. And I was like, alright. Alright. And then I was like, no. This is not happening. And then... that was just a mirror code. 4554. And I was like, okay, I might have shut down the tremendous time save I had planned for this run. Okay, Chris. Enjoy. Well, it might be just a run failing by a bit. Maybe it's not world record.
Find it.
Maybe it's not a world record. Hey, Tomorrow. How's it going? So here for the Besaid boss, I was like, damn, my Riku is like a shit damage dealer. I'm gonna be flame breathed. and eventually not. Wait, who said this run was world record? Not me, it could be. Maybe it's just a PB and it's real close from world record? Or maybe it's nothing like that. Oopsie. Didn't mean to do that.
Find anything?
I was meant to change the quality on
So,
medium. I'm such a cock tease. Maybe. Maybe not.
Just how?
Or, as Raloric says, I'm ending up 2 hours behind world record.
You guys about
That would be a 5 hours 22:04 run, which could be totally the case. Could be. Could not be. A 5 hour run. Well, that would be a first. For the PS2 version, it's more likely to happen if you are blind because of all the resets. But yeah. For once, people will have to stay until the end to know what happens. Because this recording will go till the end. So, let's see what happens. Well, 3 hours, it's... with speedrun route is a really good time. Oh, you work in 10 minutes tomorrow? Such a shame, you're gonna miss something. Or not. Lena? Is something wrong? Walk out inside. Is something wrong? Did you find anything? This will be world record. Or this will be a PB. Or this will be nothing. Your body can't just crumble under the pressure. Okay. Wow, I can't watch something on my phone for shit. Okay, I'm stuck with my own recording. Haha. Such a time waste. Especially for a 3 hour run. Or 3 and something. 3 and somethings minutes and somethings seconds. But it's for sure a 3 hour run. Not a 4. Or it could be a 5 hours. I don't know. Oh, worse than you having a meltdown in the middle of a Setsuno run. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed Lena's explosion. She couldn't handle the tease. This whole adrenaline rush that I give on purpose. Lol. Lol. Well, I'm that fast into chapter 1 because I got to the hairdresser, so I got a haircut, so I'm having more aerodynamism, so I'm forcefully faster. That's cheaty strat. So this boss was a kind of a really weird one, because I was like, well, what happens if I actually get a weird damage roll? So first that was that, then an instant attack, so I could medicate it at the very last moment. Riku goofing around, another high maker, that was very close, and the kill.
Can we not almost die next time?
Yeah, aerodynamism here means faster speedruns, or
How you like that?
just for show.
Not bad at all.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Actually, we're sphere hunters.
So?
Going, let's go! Sorry, Donna. The sphere is ours.
Tough luck.
Right, chapter 1 complete. Minus 237. From here on, one would say, wow, dude, you have it, you just have to keep pushing it until the Magus Sisters. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, dude, you can do this. You are alone with yourself, against yourself, and against the game. All what you have to do is keep pushing it.
How'd the sphere analysis go?
Just push it.
It's just a regular movie sphere.
And
It doesn't appear to have any special
musicians were to happen.
You want to take a look?
Musicians were to happen. Because these are monsters. Why does everyone struggle with the musicians? Because of their weird space boxes. Like, even if you are really making them hugging the wall, they can still diverge on their positions, so it's not taking the whole space you are meant to give them. So, could be a bit sketchy. Tomorrow going strong with the game. He knows it. He totally knows it.
But as Machina
You... Is it you?
Hey,
And...
all wings, front and center.
So as I said, I really tried to keep on being on point for the text mashing and the cutscene skipping. Ta-da! So the musicians. Great time. Great time. First, I goofed around before talking to the Big Blue. So this is my strat. Going for the 3 at once. No kidding. I was just waiting for this one to go to the right. And I had it at the very last moment. There you go. And there you go. Lost 2 seconds. Well, that's not too much to ask. So as this is a recorded run, I can go wherever I want and you'll have the game ongoing. So I'm gonna switch off my webcam. I'm gonna go where I have to go. I have to prepare things for tomorrow, and I'm gonna be back to comment a little bit more the recorded run, because I repeat, this is a recorded run, so it's not forcefully something good that happened. I mean, this could be a world record, this could be a PB, this could be a fail run by not that much. That could be a very, very, very fail run, or I just wanted to show something at some point. So I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna keep on. So stay here, don't go anywhere. I'm not gonna be that long. I just need a bit of the time to prepare my things. Yeah, I know how this ends. And it has an ending. And I won't tell you. I won't tell you. Well, I'm not gonna tell you until it's done. So be right back. I'm gonna be very, 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 very quick. I'm gonna make a command. Let's see. Add com restream warning people. This is a pre-recorded run that happened earlier offline on my own. What you see is the record, record footage of it. So if you want to know what happens in the end, just stay here, try to prophetize the outcome, and laugh if you fail. Yep, I installed a restream, so let's see. Restream, and there you go. So I'm gonna be right back. I have things to do, so it's about 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing will happen except the second monster recruitment, which is the first machina. So stay here, stay tuned, do whatever you want, and I'm gonna be back. To my own.
New Yevon. Well,
she got us.
Kimari saw.
No wonder the...
Can you believe there's a hot... Think it's okay? Ditching work? Talk about it all... LeBlanc's... Hey, not that it... You got me. So... I know. I don't know.
They're the one... You're a little help...
Look out, look out!
spin?
Hey. Or is it the... How...
This is brother.
Mission accomplished. We found ourselves a uniform.
Roger.
Never been this close. All right, you're hired.
So,
We gotta
I'm
find
back.
Spear. Winner lose.
So, what did I miss?
Someone's trying.
What? What did I miss? Tenarium raid. Okay. Cool. This is so world record or like 113th try sisters. Uh-huh. Could be close. Thank you, Ryder, for the good luck. You would have quit after one, okay. Restream. Wrong tag. Calling out. Thank you, Dead Robots, for the host. Who reads titles these days? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, time loss, free time save for next world record. Okay. Oh, Lena, you feel manhandled by me? How should I take it? Backverm. Congrats on world record PS3. I don't know. We will have to see. Maybe it's a PB, just a PB by a second, or 2, or 3, or a 23 seconds PB, which would mean a 1 second off world record PB. I mean, everything can happen. What is for sure is that I'm not playing. This is a recorded, as the title is saying. Everything can happen. You can prophetize, or you can just watch, or you can go wherever you want. I'm just restreaming a run I did offline. I'm not used to do that, so I just wanted to share what happened. And in the meantime, I'm also watching Lude Dolphin's FF13 run. He is on world record pace. His last split is -2 minutes and 16 seconds. So if you want to be pumped with a double stream, keep being here and go over there. Like, I'm having Lude in front of me, so I'm gonna do that. This is my personal Nutella pot. Ah, bleh. Okay, I have to reload the stream. There. Oh, received a whisper. I wonder who is it. Oh, it's Bagworm. Yeah, it was lurking. He just sent me a whisper. That's why his username was appearing randomly. So yeah. But yeah, maybe Bagworm is lurking somewhere. So as you could see, Uniform 1 and 2 have the same time save. The Uniform 1, it was just a matter of menuing, I would say. For the Uniform 3, I almost forgot the menuing with the Unerring Path, Garment Grid. So you will see, nothing really major happens up until Army and Logos. Oh. Go, Lude. Alrighty. Uniform 3. All that for 6 seconds saved. The lure pressure. And this is where practically the first set of things happened. And you will see why. Be right back, I'm being kidnapped.
We're up. Let's up.
Good luck or congrats or whatever. Maybe it's the whatever option.
Worry.
Maybe. We don't know. And even if it's a congrats for what? For PB? For almost getting the world record? For getting the world record? For just PBing? And if it's a PB, by a second, 10, 20, 24 to tie the world record? Or maybe a bit more? Uh-huh. This is something you're not gonna see up until the end. Three hours safe. But what I can tell you is that the whole footage is 3 hour 53 minute and 30 seconds long. So what could be the outcome? No, Backworm, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to watch the VOD or maybe speedrun.com if something has to be updated. I don't care if you have work. Even I had work and I followed you through your 100% speedrun. So the massage minigame. This session was quite interesting because I did a really weird choice at some point.
You've got the wrong spot. Oh. Stop that. Ah, there. Ah. Woo, you're good. Oh. Not there. That's not it. Woo, you're good. That's not it. Ah, there. You've got the wrong spot. You've got the wrong spot. Not there.
Yeah, so the weird choice was to keep up with the green hearts, knowing that I would get the count in the end. Though happened to have like the longest text boxes twice in a row in the end. So is it really a time save? I wonder.
We'll just have. In the meantime.
Best thing would be to chain the red hearts, and if you already have the count, go for the blues, because you're sure to keep up with the text boxes. Give her those orgasms. Oh. Now we are done. We just have to trigger the door to be opened to go onto Army Logos and Army Logos LeBlanc with some things that will happen, which are for sure something that get me thinking that I was like, is this run worth keeping on? Or is it not? Should I just keep on going and see where it leads? Or should I just stop there and calling it a day and going with the normal FF13 segment practices I was promising throughout the week? Things are going to happen. You heard it here first. Yeah. So only no time loss. And I was like, yeah, I don't remember my monsters having been hit for many. And I was totally going for, okay, I'm not gonna heal at all for the 3 encounters with a random pause somewhere. I was like, it's going to be fine. I'm not going to die. I'm gonna kill them and everything's gonna be fine. So I thought. So I thought.
Only naughty girl.
What about you?
The boss.
And Anole died. Yeah, because I forgot that Anole has been hit in the previous battle. So, yeah, Ralorix, you're almost right. End of the road for Anole. So that means only 2 monsters on the field, which makes things slower. Though I managed to kill the battle, so... So here's the first time loss. And I do insist on first time loss, because this is not gonna be the first time loss of the whole run. So here I have to heal manually because I'm so far away from the save sphere. And I still have a long way to go. And you will notice something I didn't do, that I realized way later. Yeah, I'm now realizing what I did. I did forget something that you will see. Wasn't first... No, because whatever happened, I was saving time from getting my monsters first try, having a sub 9 intro. So yeah, so the thing that I forgot was actually activating that switch. I was like, why is there no interrupter at the end of the corridor? And I knew what happened. So yeah, some silly movements, and Hormis Logos LeBlanc. You had to lock your old man into Amazon Prime. Wow.
Yes, boss.
Oh, new TV lost the logins. Okay. Okay, so for some reason my telephone doesn't want to load Lewd Dolphin Stream. because he doesn't want me to know how he's doing. So yeah, I was minus 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad of a time save for now. It could have been way better. I can still go on and see what happens. So Lou Dolphin is still 1 minute and 42 seconds ahead of world record. Jeez, I'm jealous. I wish I had a world record.
That is. We finished our analysis of this.
So at this very part, I was like mashing like hell. And I was like, keep going on, be on point on the mashing and the skip and the cutscene skipping to at least provide some sort of
So then I guess.
good performance, whatever happened. I was like -2. If I ever rip onto Maggie's sisters, it's all over. All ogre.
Sin is gone.
And this could have been worse.
The eternal
This could have
calm.
been way worse. So 2 minutes, I'm taking them. Hey! Elbod! Hello, hello. How's it going? The run is looking great. It sure did look great at this very moment. Because this is a recorded run. I'm not playing. Like, my hands are free. The game is still running. So this is a recorded run I did this afternoon because I was feeling a bit of dizzy. I had a headache, so I'm doing better, but I still have those headaches from time to time within the day. So I try to keep myself in a very comfy atmosphere, not being stressed out. So, but I decided to run. I was planning on to FF13 segment practice at some point to go through the notes and prepare myself for some
He's much stronger than he looks.
test runs and stuff. And then I just went like, well, what if I run FF102 HD offline just to test? It's like one of the very first offline runs I'm doing. I've never done that. So it kind of feels weird because I'm just commentating the run. I'm for sure speaking more than usual because when I'm running I'm very focused. I don't want to speak too much. So I recorded it and I decided to restream it for some purposes. So people are trying to prophesize what happened. Was it a PB? Was it not? If it was a PB, was it a small PB? A huge PB? So if it was a huge PB, world record or not? So many questions you can leave unanswered until the very last moment. So what I'm telling to people is to stay here to know what happens, or if they want to leave out for a moment, knowing that they still have like 2 hours to catch up, then it's fine. I just want people to think that this is a pre-recorded. I'm launching it, and if people wants to see where it goes, they will have to come back or just stay. You smell -432. That would have been nice. I would have taken that big time. So yeah, we are entering the part of the run where it's really going slow. You are feeling that the time is passing by very slowly because not that much action to be done. Like Bevel's Undergrounds, there's the Precepts Guard. Barrelay isn't even a fight, it's a joke. Bahamut is the first hurdle, but then after you have what? Valfer, Ifrit, and Ixion with the pedestals and stuff.
The temples reek of.
You say just a little underworld record because of 1 2 huge loss of time at some point. I hear back from booting up his PS3. I hope not. I hope he won't have to boot his PS3 up. Or maybe it's not that at all, Albot. I'm very good at hiding what really happened. So by the way, Albot, did you register for the FF Relay 3? Because I did. Like when the spreadsheet had been created. So I'm curious, are you gonna go FF7, 8, and 9? Or just 8, or... Same old FF8? Yeah. You're like almost the only one submitting for FF8, maybe with Windows. Probably. Oh, you would only join to a game you feel decent at. Okay. I registered for FF1, 10.2, 13.2, 32, 13.2, 32, yeah. I might try and go for 13, and to also secretly maybe learn FF2 for if people needs to have a commentator of some sort. But I'm really betting on 1 or 10.2, at least one of the two, because I feel like having fought enough over 10.2 to get where I am today, especially with that recording. Even if it's the PS3 and the PC version might be prioritized if people are massively signing up for it. If that is the case, I might buy the PC version and run it at some point. Or FF1, either GBA or PSX. I can still get the PSX version onto my emulator and learn the route. That wouldn't be a problem. But GBA would be my queue. And preference not against Nikki. Well, Nikki will probably have the chance to submit for every game. That's for sure. Especially knowing she can still get a casual 238 GBA FF1, which is quite the sensation. I think they go more for what is more interesting, balanced. Yeah. That's right. I mean, for PS3, the inconvenient of the support is that only myself and Backworm run it openly. Well, actually, there's just me these days over PS3. Even Backworm went onto PC or is just running PS2. So yeah. Hey, so my beard. As you can see, I'm not even touching the controller. So, if someone wants to remind everybody coming into the stream, the command exclamation mark restream, because this is a restream actually, like she's moving, I'm not doing anything. Or maybe I'm playing with my... No. I'm not. So how you doing, so expand? I'm playing with my... You. That would be quite the speed run, wouldn't it be? I already see people, but is he really playing with his tool? Which tool? What are you talking about? Which tool? I'm playing with my tummy. No, kidding. Kidding! So, precepts guard. I was mashing like crazy, I remember. I was like, please, 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 go fast, go fast, go fast. And eventually... it went. Cast less. He couldn't even cast one spell. Probably the curse. Even before I got there. So I saved 6 seconds. To say that my run is quite stacked. Because I can't get past... what is my most time save? 230 minus 237. Yeah, pretty stacked. Set of splits. So yeah, I kind of goofed around with the climbing. I was going there, I don't know why. You know the bitch. Uh-huh. So, as I was saying, I'm also watching Loot Dolphin. He's running FF13, so if you want to have 2 streams on your internet, go for mine. And Loot Dolphin is actually on the way to beat his own PC FF13 world record, which is just nuts. He's onto the 3 final battles. He has 10 minutes to wrap up all these, knowing that Bart 3 is about 3 minutes, Orphan 2 probably about the same, and the last Orphan is about 2 minutes, so he would still be ahead, but he needs all the fights to be done. So maybe if you want to follow the run, I'm putting my phone right there, so if you want to see. Yeah, World of Final Fantasy has quite the number of runners because it's a fresh game, and you might as well see FF15 coming right off the bat, like this. Oh, my stream froze. My stream froze again. Please, let me watch Loot. Let me watch the world record in the making. Please. This guy is nuts. Also a source of inspiration. I mean, he's gonna get world record. I wonder what could be equivalent
Woven together.
to his show tonight.
What could be waiting where the threads meet?
Please! I wanna watch the ride! Let me watch it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna have a world record. I see a wild Elbud in there too. Oh god, he's already on Orphan too. Okay. Oh, Bahamut is also on the show. Let's see that Bahamut. Well. Oh, Lena, something happened? Did I do something? Oh, did I not do something? Right. So Bahamut is missing all his hits. That's good. Right, and Bahamut is defeated. I'm so mean.
Why is this happening? I wish you were here with me.
Oh,
You were right.
Ludi's going for it.
We had to fight it, didn't we? No. This whole... You think
That's gonna be a very tight world record. I don't know if you can see it or not.
what?
His world record is 4:55:29.
I don't...
29.
Boys,
He's about to end the second to last battle.
This isn't how it was supposed to be.
Oh, my stream is frozen.
I can feel it
No.
crumbling, falling away from beneath our feet.
So my chapter 2 is minus 202. So I'm still good for my run. For those who are watching it.
I mean big time. Fiends are pouring out of the...
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He's gonna go for it. He's going for world record, boys. Oh, this is it?
They're coming, but it's all right. Luckily,
Wow, he just died?
any fiends they Waka and the rest split up.
The gull-wings are on
Oh,
the job.
wow, I didn't see that coming.
That's okay. It's all people in the village will.
Wow. That's unlucky. We are about to witness a double no world record tonight. Or not.
Waka's inside.
Hey, Ortamanx. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. No, did he do it? Did he do a 45454? You kidding? Wow, world record! 5454? No, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wow. He's got the world record. Wow.
No. Waka!
Yeah, 45451. That's truly amazing, though. Now he has quite some time to go against. So now that leaves my run alone, right? When I have to do something over it. Is that right? Oh yeah, by the way, Dark Valfer. This is where everything went downhill because of double energy ray. He pulled 2 fucking energy rays in a row with only 1 sonic wings. Not even a normal attack. Double energy ray. Fucking time loss. A fucking time loss.
Talk about.
Memories? Fiends ever come out of it?
But call me before you do.
You got it.
And nope, I just saved 1 second with a double. With a double energy ray, but I saved a second because I had the first try capture monster. That balanced into my favor. So yeah, so I had to keep up along with Dark Ifrit. At this very point I was like, damn, if I go under 2 minutes, I might be in a very peculiar situation for the Magus sisters. So, all I had to do now, at this moment, was to ensure Ifrit and Ixion. And not to spoil anything,
There's a hidden path through.
the scenario I wanted to avoid up until now is about to happen. Maybe not now, not on this split, but surely on the next one you will see something very dumb, very unfortunate. Did I let someone die? That's not that sort of things. No, I've been really cautious with my monsters, with the stars. I don't think I could have managed that well
Donna said
up until the very end. But something happened and made me think that, fuck, this run is probably gonna die somewhere. But where? That was the question. I knew something fishy was about to come. I wasn't sure yet where it would be. So let's just wait and see where it happens. I'm gonna tell you where it happens. So if you keep following the recording, you're gonna be able to see what happened. Ten2 is the biggest RNG fest? Yes and no. Biggest RNG fest in terms of battles. Though for the RNG competition, FF9 and FF1 still remain the best. Really. FF1 early game up until the very end is all RNG with encounters and stuff. FF9 same RNG encounters plus bosses cycles, and then you have Ten2. What if I up the sound a bit? Like this. So these little fights went pretty okay. Overall, nothing to be cursed with. Well, for that part, I was a little bit afraid with having a monster having to cast a special attack and not launching it until quite some time. Oh, and for the record, I'm very sorry for the crappy quality. I really tried to go with a setup that can run smoothly on recording. It's always looking the same when I'm streaming. Maybe a bit more, how can I say it? A bit more hectic because of the connection. Not that consistent and being very low from the very start. So there's a chance Loot Dolphin is about to host me. So I'm gonna try and do a little trick, like making people think I'm actually playing the game. Are you down for that? Are you all up for that? Maybe I should change the title and erase the pre-recorded run. Maybe nobody will see it, and I'm gonna make the illusion be real. Wow! Wow, Lude! Thank you for the host! 450, 450. Come on, you could have done a 450, 454, right? You could have waited for those 3 seconds to get this kind of world record. Oh man. World record? I mean, come on. What were the odds to receive the host from a world record? A fresh new world record holder? Shh, you don't have to tell it. It's a secret. Shh. Oh, he died on Orphan too. Yeah, I followed. I actually I was making my phone onto the webcam for making people seeing that something was up. So yeah, Orphan 2 wanted to get a 454 54. I guess so. Yeah, rip time on Ixion, actually.
Then that
So in my previous PB, Ixion was first try pedestal and probably a very fast fight. So this will be a toughie. So for those who just joined the stream, thanks to Loot Dolphin, thank you once again. This is a Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remaster run over PS3. My PB is, as you can see, a 3:22:28, and the world record is a 3:22:04. So I'm currently with my PB 24 seconds behind, and I try to catch this time. And so the title says it's a pre-recorded run, so something did happen, but I didn't tell anything. Well, maybe some people are already aware of, if they prophetized well, but something happened worth the recording. I wasn't feeling too well this afternoon. I was feeling like running something offline for once. I don't do that very often. And I was like, why not? I was about to do some FF13 practice routing, proofreading or some sort. And I just went with, why not running this game once more? So Backverm, you're asking. Let's see.
An Aeon?
Merge with El Bed Machina. Isn't that what they said?
So the world record is, for now, Backverm with a 3:22:04, and I try to beat that. This is a toughie, to be honest. A huge toughie, knowing that what happened onto this splits is that prior to teleporting to the Temple of Jose, I accidentally warped into Besaid, so I lost over a minute doing so. Plus, Ixion was quite the slow fight. I had to guess the pedestal just before, and I got it third try instead of first try, because I usually go with one pedestal, and I didn't go by it with it this time, and I should have. That would have been a time, not a huge time loss, even though it was. So when I was saying that something was going down here from now on, was that. So normally I'm under the minute, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 52 minus 52.3. So at this very moment, the situation is quite critical. Because we are going through a very slowpoke chapter, which is chapter 4. And after that we have the chapter 5. And in chapter 5 we have what we call the run killer, the absolute run killer, which is the Dark Magus Sisters. And the thing with the Dark Magus Sisters is that if you die, you kinda have to do it again. And it costs you a really huge amount of time. So at this point, if I'm not entering first try Magus Sisters, the run is kinda dead. At least the PB is kinda dead, whatever it is. If it had to be a 1 second PB in the end, or a 10 seconds, or a tremendous PB, it would have been dead. So now we are entering the slowpoke chapter, because we have that huge long ass cutscene with Shuyin into the far plane, which lasts over 4 minutes. So this is actually a pee, food, drink, to-do list break. You can do whatever you want when you run this over PS3, because if you run the PC version, you actually can skip that cutscene, so it's another time save, a free time save. Don't try and guess, Bagram, you don't know yet. You don't know yet. So here I practically don't have to do anything, because during that cutscene you can't match the text boxes. You kind of have to wait until you can actually take the control of Yuna back, which doesn't happen until a good 5 minutes or so. When am I going to do a no creature percent? Good question. Very good question. I don't know. I could try it next week. Probably. I mean, I did that recording. The third FF relay is about to kick in with the submissions, so I might go over FF1 and pursue my practice of 13 and 13.2 to have the most options to go with. So that could be an option. Could be a fair option. And I wouldn't mind it. I would just have to be more consistent at PS2 version before trying to get my hand onto the enhanced graphics, no monster run. Yeah, because for those who don't know the speed route of the HD remaster, it evolves around the usage of creatures, like the little boy inside the group we are in, the Gullwings. The boy is named Shinra. He's running a creator creator, and the functionality of this very thing is that you get some trap pods and you dispatch it on a specific area of Spira, and you have a certain percentage, a certain chance to get some kind of monsters. And for this run, we are doing the first captures right after the intro. We are looking for 2 monsters, 2 lizards coming from Zonekand, which are Gecko and Anole, 2 lizards. And the purpose of capturing monsters and let them run instead of the real girls is that they have stronger stats from the very beginning, and as long as they level up, they still have the advantage of the stats. So you kinda are playing with the stats all over the run, but you're sacrificing the only piece of this was a quite similar comparison with the world record. You are sacrificing the only thing you would need for a run, the control. And with the monsters, you can't control anything over the run. You just can't control the level of attack power and defense power you can get from the monsters. So it's working with stars. So whenever there is a fight, you will see, so not until a good 20 minutes from now, when you go into a fight with monsters, you have a star counter over there, which goes from 0 to 5 stars. And these stars are regulating the monster's AI and behavior. So you start the fight with 3 stars, which is the very middle of the mechanism. If you go 5 stars, you are lowering the defense for raising the attack power. So you do tremendous amount of damages, but you're exposing yourself for tremendous amount of damages taken. Though, if you go 0 stars, you are raising the defense, you are almost not invincible, but you can tank almost everything except 2 attacks. But you're sacrificing your attack power, and whenever your monsters attacks with the 0 stars, you are dealing like 20 or 30 damages. So that's the thing you have to gauge, you have to play with until you get the right amount of stars for each situation. And as I was saying, with 0 stars, there is 2 abilities that you can't fight against, which are Pasado from Mindy from the Magus Sisters, the Dark Magus Sisters, which is one of the reasons you can die easily to them. And you also have the Noli Me Tangere from the Vegnagan's Tale, one of the final bosses fights, which isn't medieval. I don't even know if that word exists in English, but French mind. And if you can't get around that, you are practically fucked. So you really want to take into account everything and to lower your defense at the very right spot, or not getting backfired with the very low attack power. So at this very point of the run, I'm under a minute time save, which is very tiny, considered the bosses that are left to be done. The Moonflow doesn't have any bosses, spoiler alert. The Thunderplaze has 1 boss, and then after you are into the Fall Plane and you have you have 8 bosses, and those 8 bosses can easily end your run for a particular reason, or if you fuck up. So with a minus 52.3 seconds, it's still world record potential. It's still at least PB insurance. But things can happen, and things did happen. So total, I would need at least a 25 seconds time save at the very end of the run to get the world record. So at this very moment, I wasn't really sure if my run would go until the end. At this point, I was really considering just stopping it, and just go do something else, preparing my FF13 practice saves, to just proofreading loot notes, and just giving some feedback to get his work a little bit of consideration. But yeah, so if you want to know what happened, you really want to stay here right until the end. Leo in the past. No, I'm not in the past. I'm currently live, but this part, and this part are in the past, but still in the present. So still in the future as well. Mind tricking. So yeah. So I'm running 10.2 HD. I'm also running Jade Cocoon PS1. I can also run FF1 GBA. I'm learning 13 and 13.2 PS3. I'm precising because the PC version, I don't have it, and I wouldn't have what it takes to even tackle Loot Dolphin, even on PS3. This is not something you will be able to see from my end. I'm also learning FF9. I'm participating into the Mega Race next Sunday, the 3rd of December. So I'm gonna try and provide something. Doctor Who? Who? And yeah, I also used to run Pokemon Red, but I didn't take that speedrun too seriously, so I kinda erased everything except the VODs, I think. So if you're interested in seeing more of my speedrun, you can do what Lud did some time ago. You can follow my channel, and if you have a game, a speedrun that you would want to see more, then whenever you can see it, you can jump in here, say hello, the wishes, the usual thing, and then you can do whatever you want. I'm not really how can I say that? I don't force people to do or to stay somewhere. So I'm telling you to follow if you want to follow what I do, to get a hold of everything I do, because this run is like, not lying, the 25th attempt I'm doing for getting the time I got in the end. So I run it often. When I have a game, I run it as oftenly as possible. So yeah, that would be something I would thank you for, following, hosting stuff. But if you just want to stay here for this one time, because Lud went on world record and transmitting the vibe, you can just stay and then just go away. You are free to do anything. You can participate in chat, or you can just lurk, or you can do whatever you want, depending on your Twitch experience and stuff. I am the best 10-2 northern French runner. I'm not from the north of of the country. I'm actually in the southeast. So, am I the best southeastern French runner? Yeah, because I'm French. For those who didn't guess by the sound of my English, I'm French, and I started speedrunning back in the end of January. I was running FF1 GBA. I'm currently second over the leaderboards in FF1 GBA, behind Nicky Noel and just above Jair, who's a very known FF1 runner. I also run FF10 2 HD over PS3, so I'm currently second, behind Backverm for 24 seconds. I'm running J Cocoon both on emulator and PS1 on real console. French runners are so I also run J Cocoon PS1 and emulator. So on the emulator, I'm the world record holder, and on the PS1, on the real console, I'm second place. And I'm learning FF13 and 13.2. So my goal for 13 would be if I become good, a sub 6 hours would be awesome. And for FF13.2, a sub 3 hours would be the most amazing situation. You can't be the best southern French runner anymore, I'm sorry. Why? Is there a southern French speedrunner that I don't know about and he's better than I am? So yeah, for now, FF1, J Cocoon, 10.2 HD, probably on PC after Christmas. I might do something about it 13, 13.2. I also have Lightning Returns that on PS3 that might be something to consider. And why not a trilogy percent runner? If I get time, because that needs a tremendous amount of time. And if I had to run something else, I would probably try my hand at Eternal Sonata on Xbox 360. I could also try my luck at Rock Galaxy over PS2. What could I do? If I ever... Nah. That would be still an FF. Maybe on GBA. FF2. FF4, maybe. Oh, you lived in the south of France for a time? Wow, but you don't live there anymore, so... I'm the best. And even though I'm better than you. Toju's brother. Yeah, because apparently I'm looking like Toju. Very, very interesting and very, very smart and very gentle Canadian speedrunner. So hey, Prozui. Yeah, Eternal Sonata sounds fun. I discovered it thanks to Urolen at RPG Limit Break. That was cool. That accent, I know. My French accent.
Hi, what can I do? Spectacularly spectacular!
One of your 3 French teachers lived in the southern France. I'm not very south. I'm southeast. Well, the north of the southeast. Like the middle, the center, center, the east, center. Welcome to Leonis 07 Geography course classes. Which doesn't mean anything.
Brother's orders.
So what about the moon flow? A 0.4 times 8? Wow. Yeah. Not worth the excitement. Whatever.
Farmlands now.
The Thunder Plains,
What are you up to?
where the 1,000 words are about to be sung. Watch and learn, kid. Damn, learning French with a guy from Toulouse and Marseille. Not the best way to learn French. I'm not from these 2 cities, so I don't have any fears to have. So that minigame over there makes no sense, because the technique for going through that game is... You can hear it. It's actually mashing the 4 buttons of the PS4. Like this. Yeah, you know, I'm playing, of course. Yeah! So yeah, and the purpose of that game is to reach a certain amount of points, which grants you the smooth sailing.
It's almost time. Do you think people will show up?
And the smooth sailing is an item we need for the monsters. You will see in the next menu. I learned French in Toulouse. It was horrible. They don't like English people very much. Oh! Then you didn't meet my friend over there, that's for sure. So, is this like, no one know if this is world record or not except for Leonis? Yeah, nobody knows. Well, there might be
think so.
2 people
I don't know much about her.
aware of what
but I'm
happened.
learning more
The
and
first
more.
one knew
Bits and pieces
because
of her
she was
memories keep
talking with
pouring
me
in.
at the very
It's
moment
like-
I was doing the run.
It's like I can
And
feel
the other
what she was
one
feeling.
who knows about it is actually
Be woven into bittersweet
somewhere
song.
around here,
Something like that.
not talking, but
Hey, that was
he
poor.
knows. What Christmas beginning of some mandatory, yeah.
After Buddy
That's
drops us off, he and the
this
others
is world
will
record,
pick
but
up
Leo
the
won't admit it.
spectators.
So we won't be able to
Well,
board for a while.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say if it's world record or not, or if it's PB or not. That would kill the appeal of the run. But yeah, you might consider that if I restream an offline run, that might be something to expect. Something good or great or just decent. It might be another 3:22:28. That would be mind-blowing. I'm just maybe recording another run with many time saves just for ending with the very same time. That could be an option. That could be something to expect from me, because when it comes to Chris, shush. If you know me, I'm good at pulling out the most non-expected situations. And if it isn't world record, it's just clickbaiting. Maybe. No, kidding. Maybe not. Kidding. But yeah, it's an offline recorded run. I decided to restream it, so
Hello, Galway.
there's something to be expected.
We've got a sticky.
Something to be expected in an hour. Or so. I'm also gonna make you the tremendous honor to sing over 1,000 words.
Free
You have world record by a lot, and you just make the last text box stand there for 3 hours to troll all of us. That would hurt though. That would really hurt. I wouldn't take the risk to do that. Yeah, I might sing 1,000 words. That's something I could do. Honestly. I don't know how it would sound. Well, some people here already heard me singing. It's not the point. Because as it's a recorded run, and as the thing that happened, thank you Prozui for the follow. As the something that happened wasn't really expected, so I didn't take the time to sing the credit song. So it's either I'm singing the 1,000 words now, or I'm taking the risk to find the credit song, and with the time it will be waking up everyone in the house. So I might go for the 1,000 words. So here is the serious business common. This is where we are actually gauging the potential of the late game, which is whether or not your monsters are pulling out the assault ability. So assault works in a very specific way. It gives you a certain amount of status benedictions. So you are granting the haste status benedictions, protect, shell, and you are also given the berserk status ailment, which makes you attack like a beast. And when you have the assault, you are practically almost invincible. and you can attack very fast. So that's what happened into the Thunder Plains. I saved 20 seconds, which is really good. I was really having some hopes up right there. So all I had to do is go through the 1,000 words, chasing brother, because it goes round and round and round. Right there. Gonna race you in FF15. Well, I don't have any PS4.
No kidding. The two.
I'm not gonna get one until next summer at best. So I wouldn't bet over that kind of race.
What I want to know is
People are hungry. So, 1,000 Word is about to come. I'm gonna try and sing a bit. I'm gonna up the sound for not being too much over it.
Why?
I think the lyrics are showing up, but I'm not so sure. I might as well do that. I know that you hide in things, using gentle words to shelter me. Your words were like a dream, but dreams could never fool me. Not that easily. I acted so distant then, didn't say goodbye before you left. But I was listening. You fight your battles far from me, far too easily. Save your tears, 'cause I come back. I could hear that you whisper as you walk through that door. And still I soar to hide the pain when I turn back the pages. Shouting might have been the answer. But if I cried my eyes out and begged you not to depart. But now I'm not afraid to say what's in my heart. 'Cause 1,000 words call out through the ages to fly to you. Even though I can't see, I know they're reaching you. Suspended on silver wings. Oh, 1,000 words, 1,000 embraces will cradle you. In all of your weary, destined far away. Yogurt, they'll hold you forever. Yogurt, sing it. You better love it. Now 1,000, so 1,000 words. Oh yeah. Carry you to my arms, suspended on silver wings, on silver wings. Of 1,000 words, call out through the ages, will cradle you. Turning all of the lonely years to only days that hold you forever. 1,000 speedruns. That was shit. Clap, clap, clap for worst performance ever. Now that I just wrecked all of your ears, we have to do Rock Band at ESA 17. Could be an idea. Could be an idea. Nah, not the singing leaderboards. That wouldn't be a good idea. I would be so underrated. Wow, self-joke. So, we are finishing the chapter 4 here, which means serious business is about to come. And by serious business, I mean the Dark Shiva, Dark Mega Sisters, Dark Anima, Vegnagan's tail, leg, core, head, and the little evil blondie, Shuyin, so to say.
Impressive machina. An invention like this could change the world.
So it's now or never.
Whoever came up with this,
going fast or going home. And I was so under pressure at that moment. I was like, right, okay, this is it. I need everything to be perfectly planned and perfectly set up to go all the way to the end, no matter what. And the problem is, from Mega Sisters to Shuyin, there's no safety save. At least for my case, I don't want to save at all until the very end. So it's either it goes through or it goes nowhere. So, and there are more cutscenes as well, unskippable ones, which makes the game go over and over the time. I mean, the PC version's world record is ending in like 5 minutes. The juicy bits. Famous quotes. Yeah, the PC version is fast like this because you can skip so many things right from the start. So you can actually have a faster run to do. So if you are interested in learning 10-2 HD, you might consider to go over PC because you can skip more things than in PS3, so you can be faster than me by default, almost. Oh, it's a 247? Okay, my bad. I thought it was a 245. If you want to learn 10-2, don't. Yes, go for it. Wreck yourself over this game. So yeah, I forgot I didn't want to save here, of course. I forgot that was skippable, so doop-de-doo. Oh, it's a 246. Okay. So in 5 minutes, you learned it, you made your notes, you now need a good time in. You hate yourself. Okay. So now the choice for this part is very important. You need to select the Besaid, Far Plane, ground hole
Friendly neighbor.
because it's the easiest way to reach. Otherwise, you would come from another platform and it would just be longer.
Good point.
So that's how it's done.
Searching.
Background, please. When you are learning the game, when you do your first run, and when you are actually not caring about having a good time, you are saving. At least to not die prematurely into a run you don't even master, so you can go over and over to learn what you did wrong and what you need to improve. So, Chapter 5, Boss Rush. First stop, the Dark Shiva. And this is where you really need to have an assault, the ability to give you the boost, because you want to go fast, and assault is the best way to do so. Can I help you out with something in 10-2, by the way? Yeah, sure. Sure. So this fight, haste was coming, so that was good. There was at least one monster with a certain boost, but it decided to go on special attack. Gecko is preparing the assault. Machina Hunter is going on assault too, so it's double assault. So that's one of the inconvenient of having two monsters with, or the three monsters with assault. You have chances that more than one monster is actually preparing it. So here it was good. And Shivadon. You've been trying to get your Gecko to cast Assault quick on Mega Sisters for weeks and he never does in my run rips. Any tips? I have a tip for you. Keep trying. Get good. Alright? Get good. So here is the most RNG fest battles you can come up with. The Mega Sisters. But actually, you have a way to tell how your boss battle will go. It's the... it's actually watching how Mindy, the bee, is going. If she goes Pasados first turns, you are screwed. If she goes Magics, you have an opportunity to go strong. So Machina Hunter is preparing something interesting, I think. Not so Mighty God went off. Let's... Okay. So when they are under Not So Mighty Guard, sisters have a ridiculous amount of casting. So this is in haste. It's just for nothing. Fire 0 stars to medicate. There you go. There's another Radia. Demi. There's an assault to come with an electrocute. There you go. There will be an electrocute from there. There you go. Dandaga. So you can tank it with the robots because lightning spells are actually healing them. You will see that fight is just nonsense. Okay, so there should be another radio. Radio. Back down. There, so that's one sister's down. One sister down. The mantis. So the best order to take them down would be the bee, the mantis, and then the ladybug. Though, for some reason, something interesting will happen. Well, this is a very long sister fight, but that better be long than ripped. That's what I was thinking at this particular time. Yeah. Well, no. It depends which sister is still on the run. If it's Cindy, you still have a chance to win. If it's Sandy, you might struggle. If it's Mindy, you're fucked. So, that's a sister first try, which isn't that bad. Just lost 8 seconds. At that time, you can say, well, you're good to go. You cannot lose more time. Or at least you can try and save up some more. And Anima is the following dark Aeon on the list. And this one is something. And you'll see why. Remember, if I want to get the world record, I need to save at least 25 seconds. At least. So there was an assault. So this one was very quick. I was very happy. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going for it. And then pain. Over gecko, which means blind status ailment. So okay, so I'm losing time. I'm losing time at that very moment. And I need to be ahead by 25. And I end up with a minus 34. That's where I was. Oh shoot. I went past through the Mega Sister first try. I'm gonna die at tail. I'm fucking gonna die to tail. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go through the screens. I'm gonna go almost YOLO through the first electric gate, which is known to be a troll. That gate is known to be a huge troll. And I just said, well, whatever. And I went past it. So I kept on going. That was the sign for me to go with. Taking the Mega Elixirs just in case I need to heal at some point. And the piano minigame. So the first keyboards need a certain chain of notes, which is major Do. I don't even know what the star is for. T, which is a C, La, and So. so it disable the electric gate. There is this one. I stopped just before. I was lucky. Second keyboard to play with. Fa. Mi. Fa. So. Do. I'm not good with solfege, but who cares? So yeah, this is part of the notes that you are supposed to guess stepping on some glyphs onto the ground. Alright, another set of cutscenes. Unskippable, sadly, but it keeps the run on hold, at least. So, that's good.
Look, we'll tell Nuge you're waiting.
That's really good. So what happens on the internet? So Lewd Dolphin is done. I was watching Lewd. Lewd, I was watching you.
You should think about it. You know you.
You're right.
What do you got in mind for fun? Any ideas, Dr. P?
Any ideas, Dr. P?
The ship that glides through the air. That thing you mentioned before.
Anyone on 13 at the moment?
You get to be pilot then.
Nah.
And maybe I'll try my hand at navigation.
Final Fantasy 1. No.
Then I'll be engineer.
10-2 normal.
Nuge?
Anderson. Rogue Galaxy.
Captain.
Garrick? Maybe? No.
Ah, that's perfect.
13-2.
You'd let an amateur be captain?
Nah, nobody.
Chill
10.
out, Noogster. All you gotta do is shut up and look
Kami,
important. You'll fit the
Nekio.
part.
Like a glove.
Mixed herb.
Not working like dogs.
Don't even know that guy. 12. Nikki and Fatman, okay.
What
Right,
happened?
there's not much people. Yeah, I was watching you.
You're captain.
I took the end of the run, of your run. You were at where was I? Oh, you were onto the hacker when I took the stream. Then I had to pause it because it was lagging for me, and I found you back at Bulwarker. Then I followed up until Proud 1. Then I had to go back to my stream. Then I watched back, you were on Proudclad 2. And then I followed back, you were onto the final fights. So you were onto Bartholomew 3. Then I watched Orphan 2. The very, very good Orphan 2. And then Orphan 1, sorry. And then Orphan 2 happened. With the death. I was like, oh wow. That's so unfortunate. Please, please. Get that world record. And you did. So that's great. That's very, very great. A very good night for Final Fantasy speedrun. Maybe I said too much already. So here is another melody minigame. You have to find all the notes for the final how do you call it? A partition? A score, for the final score. Yep, Lude got world record. He was already the world record holder, so he get another faster time. The guy who beats himself. Auto sadomasochist.
I got a hunch that once we
So for those who are wondering why the next split is so far in time, is because we have another long ass set of cutscenes to go through, which is kind of insane. It's so slow. You are practically waiting for the game to end your suffering for some sort. Well, this cutscene is known for its best punchline of all the Final Fantasy series. I don't like your plan. It's too much like that one that worked before. No, that's not quite the quote, but it's in there. I'm talking about that quote. So for those who want to learn the run, you know that you can mash the text up until when Nuge is saying, "I'll shoot Barbalai." After that, you can't skip anything. Up until Yuna is done saying, "Believe in Yuna." Which is about 2 to 3 minutes long.
He acts through another's. I'll shoot. His body will be useless, but if we're lucky, he won't die. Shuyun will abandon Baralai, and then he'll come back for me.
Nudie.
What then?
I will die. My body is
That's a
already
bad plan. Here's a worse one.
taking
Yeah,
Shuyun with me.
could be something Yuna could have said. I mean, knowing what is coming up next. So what is coming up next is known as the second
Exactly.
run killer, because you are literally waiting for how the battle will go through. Like you set with R3 here, the maximum amount of stars, which is 5, and you are literally
Your plan is awful.
raising up your hands and you are watching
It's
your
no different
run
than what we did 2 years
going,
ago.
either winning or losing. So
Destroyed
even
our
if you
own
lose, you are
allies.
like that.
We destroyed the Aeons who had fought together with us at our side.
Just lost.
We didn't have a choice then.
And you can't do
believed that was
anything.
the only way
So
we
if you
could
have a safety
Spear.
save, because your time is still
Do you know what it felt like
salvageable
to
through
watch
a
the
save
ball
state, you can go over it.
right before my
Oh.
eyes?
I scrolled
It
without
was the only thing we
knowing.
could do. It was the only
But
choice we
if you
had.
don't have any
I
safety
gave in.
saves like
I
I
accepted.
do,
I
like I
believed.
did,
I allowed it to be true.
it's run over. So
But I
it's
thought
where
I'd be able to go
the
through
final
it
time
without
is about to
doubting
be
myself.
settled.
But
It's whether or not I'm gonna get PB,
it hurt so much.
nothing, or PB
yes.
and what record. So I was
Everyone was
literally
so happy.
holding my
Great job, Yuna.
stress
You
over
did
there
it.
because
You
it's very
saved us
stressful,
all.
because you know you can
There were
achieve something,
too many smiles to count.
and right until the very
And I
end
know
you are
that I
not
was
sure
smiling
of
too.
what will happen.
But now
So you gotta believe, you gotta cross your fingers, your hair, your toes, everything you can cross, your legs, your arms,
here
like
all
this, double cross. You cross your arms,
who should be
forearms,
surrounded with me aren't here.
hands,
We had no
fingers, whatever. And you just go for it. You just have to wait until the battle is finished.
We had no choice. Always we had no choice. Those are our magic words. We repeat them to ourselves again and again, but you know, the magic never worked. The only thing we're left with is regret.
Yuna, I'm sorry.
So the famous line was, "I don't like your plan.
No,
It sucks."
I don't want this anymore.
I think outside of FF7 maybe with Wallace. I don't even know because I don't know the text, the script for FF7. I think this is the first time that Square Enix is voicing someone saying that kind of words. To say that something sucks. It's not like your plan is awful, or your plan is terrible, or your plan is suicide. I don't want to go with it. It's literally, your plan sucks. Like, okay. Okay, can I go hide myself behind the chair?
You never used to be the...
So yeah, now we are about to proceed with the final rush.
Vegnagon can be...
Final rush. Towards a certain ending. Towards a certain time. Towards a certain happy ending. Not to spoil too much.
What about...
Just you wait. So to say.
I've come this far to bring the power of...
What makes it worse is the even dumber plan worked. True. That's fairly true. Alright. Doesn't work. She goes up to Shuyan and goes, "I'm Len," and Shuyan goes, "No, you're not." And then they beat the shit out of Shuyan. True. Alright, this is the moment of truth. Up until now, all my PBs had a butt clench kill on the Vegnagon's tail.
This relic's get...
Just wait for this battle. This is where things were settled,
If we all attack at once,
almost
we can do
into
this.
stone,
We need to split up.
so to say.
Leave the
We've got...
Guess that... Okay, let's go.
See you later.
So, the incoming fight is Vegnagon's tail. So about that fight, what you have to know is the strat is putting the 5 stars for your monsters, and you have to let the game do the work, or to create your demise. and it has one of the attacks that you can't medicate ever, which is that thing, the tail swap, called Noli Me Tangere. And what you basically need is to get an assault somewhere to attack faster with more power. And one assault is about to come, but before that, yep, you have a beam, which is supposed to render your monsters on the verge of death, because they each can sustain one beam. And I killed the tail just after one beam, which is exceptional. And boom! Gold split. Gold split.
What's next?
Yuni, they're in trouble.
And then I was like, I have to do it.
Boss, let's get the heck out of here.
I have to go until the end. I have to see it.
You can heal us when
I have to push that final split. Come on, Bagworm. I might not have taken it. You don't know. I still need not to save less than 25 seconds.
What are you doing here? I'll let you have this one.
In
I'm
10
going to go cheer
days.
Yuji on.
Why not?
Got it.
Or in 2 days. Which would mean 20 days. There you go. Here you need an assault or an electrocute or thing. So there I kinda played with the fire. It's a crackdown. It's an electrocute. And then there's the berserk. But there. The final input. So whenever you kill the tail, the leg, sorry, the 3 nodes up there can do some death wish last attack, minus 127s. Hey. So yeah, they can make death wish attacks, and if they go flare, you can potentially die, which would be quite the sad story. So this is the last time we can actually heal the monsters, because after that it's core, head, and Shuyin in one go. So you can't save anymore, you can't heal, you just have to play along and see where it goes. Right, so this is the core. So the specificity of core and head is that there are some additional parts to it. So for the core, it's the 4 arms, the arms, the arms, And for the head, you have the horns.
This time the legs are just a distraction. You know where to strike.
So here you have the impale, you might have the assault right here. And so the core, the head and Shuyin, you have to split whenever you deal the last hit, because there's no experience screen. So whenever you are dealing the last input, the last hit, you split. Which is there, actually. I split a bit late. So, no worries, Backverm. Go on to FF15. You have all the time to come back to it. Yeah, go Final Fantasy 15. You already have your PS2 run to improve. So, that's okay. So, saving another bit of a time through core. So there was a bit of a picnic there. So will I keep this pace? That's the question. I hope it registered good.
Is finished.
Head and Shuyin, both having cutscenes, which are annoying as fuck, to say the least. So what will come is sometimes called by people playing the game as the big dick cannon, and you'll understand why.
Stay focused.
You would be lost for words, huh? Oh, it is possible, and you'll know why. It is possible to lose a tremendous amount of time between core and Shuyin. Double terror of Zanakan and never assault on the head. No. Actually, just there is a very, very idiot thing that will happen, is that I'm getting the instant assault over there. 1,000 words. And thing is, I kinda killed both the horns quite quick. And then I was ready to go onto the head. But the horns got revived, so there was something to happen, like a lacrimosa. But something else happened. There. The Nante Ante Morte thingy. And if you still have horns alive, you can still be victim to that spell. And you can just lose all the time. Plus, you have Aura and Inject talking all the time. So I lost time, 10 seconds.
Maybe he'll listen.
Hey, Chris, serious?
Let's talk to Shu.
Joke's on you. So this is the final battle. Final battle. 1 minute and 28 seconds saved. I need at least a minus 25 seconds. Comment ça la baguette? Lol. So, what will it be? Run over? PB? Or better? What could it be? Can I make an omelette au fromage for you? It's not du, but au because of the contraction of a plus le. French is being awesome like that.
There's something I must tell you. Words left unspoken
Yep,
for
I know.
1,000 years.
I know, Chris. Don't forget that I'm also speaking Spanish when I want, so I can understand what you say. So here is Yuna trying to make think,
And I'm
believe
grateful
Shuyin that
you
he's in
stayed
front
with
of
me till
Lan.
the end.
Great plan.
I couldn't save you.
It doesn't matter. Please, don't go on grieving alone.
The cartoon was wrong then. It was.
Rest.
It was. Sorry to crush your dream. So the plan worked. A awful, poorly thought out plan.
We can fade.
Well, thing is, Len did show up at the right time to make the illusion for a bit of a time.
No.
Wait!
You are not Len!
Oh. And final fight. So what will it be? What time will it be? Is it world record? Is it just a PB? Or is it nothing? Place your baits, your bets.
Stay focused.
You are not Leo. No way, I am. Carry on.
1,000 years of agony.
So Terror of Zanarkand, I was like, no! What is this trickery? Ha, 54. And ta-da! Ta-da! Whoop whoop! Ta-da!
Shurian,
Don't try to tell me you understand.
Yay! It's a world record! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Whoop! For the time I've been